Ice cream lovers, welcome back to Scoop School. Steve Christensen's my name, the ice cream bloke and self-appointed headmaster. Pleased to make your acquaintance if you're a first-time viewer. If you're a regular to the channel, welcome back. We love putting together ice cream content for you. I do want to thank our episode sponsor, Carpigiani USA. Love the folks at Carpigiani. Probably one of the biggest by volume manufacturer of ice cream equipment in the world. Pasteurizers, batch freezers, soft serve machines, just about anything. Carpigiani, the link is down below. We thank you very much again for your episode sponsorship. Viewer question time. We love viewer questions. Keep them rolling in. Keep them rolling. Where are we going to put this one here? Now, I always challenge Madeline to these editing tasks. And we're going to go shing down the bottom. Oh, it's been a little while since we've done one of them. Sean H9986 asks, "Hey Headmaster, thank you for approaching me in the correct title. Could you make a video about what are the differences and similarities in hot process versus cold process when it comes to making gelato or premium ice cream?" Well, Sean, we do want to spend a bit of time answering this conundrum because it is some terminology that perhaps if you're in the premium industry, you haven't heard too much about this hot process, cold process, and what is better. Full explanation, let's come over to our Carpigiani pasteurizer right here. So this is a pasteurizer. We call it a heater mixer in this country. And look, a hot process of gelato, the hot process of making gelato, is simply that you're taking your milk, your cream, your sugar, perhaps your eggs, you're making your base, and you're using some form of stabilizer, emulsifier blend that is actually activated by heat. Now, in Europe, in Australia, in the UK, it's very, very common to go into the production space of an ice cream shop, gelateria, and see a pasteurizer right next door to the batch freezer. And so you're putting your fresh ingredients in here. It comes out as your base mix, straight into the batch freezer, straight into the blast, or straight into the case. Now in the US here, we're quite regulated when it comes to the process of making ice cream and food, particularly when it comes to pasteurization. And so you'll find that hot process gelato making isn't as common here in the US because of the fact that not a lot of places will have a pasteurizer. It may be difficult to get, capital outlay wise, it's difficult to get. So then companies like Pre-Gel came up with what we call a cold process. So hot process is using a hot process stabilizer. Cold process is the same process, potato. Anyway, I digress. It's the same process, except you're not using any heat. You're using your milk, your sugar, cream, total base. So primarily what you're doing is making your own base without a pasteurizer. Again, check with your health department, your state agricultural department. For example, California has different rules, where you can't add milk to a powdered product that already has casein protein in it. Always kind of check to make sure that your manufacturing process is legal and safe in your state. But honestly, this is the process of cold process. You're basically utilizing the same ingredient base, except you don't have to heat it up. You can just mix it in a bucket, use a hand blender. The one thing I will tell you, and I know we've had a video on this before, is that when you're using powdered products, whether it be sugar, whether it be stabilizer blends, you do need to make sure they're hydrated correctly. It's really not a great process. I'm saying a lot of process in this video. Anyway, it's really not a great process of blending something up with this powder and then immediately putting it into the batch freezer. You're going to leave particulates in the bucket there. They haven't had time to hydrate. You're probably leaving maybe some casein protein, some stabilizer, some milk powder, whatever it is. Always make sure it's hydrated, at least for a couple of hours, preferably overnight. And then you're running that through your batch freezer with your flavor of choice. And then the third way of making gelato is simply what we call commercial process. And that's where you're buying a bag of mix, very similar to a premium ice cream process. So Sean, I hope that answers your question for you. It's a pretty simple question. If your state allows you to use a pasteurizer, and again, the reason why some states won't let you use a product like this without modification is because you have no physical time recording. You need a document that actually proves that the temperature came up to, let's say, 185 for 10 minutes and then dropped back down. This particular pasteurizer has a grommet here in the lid, so you can actually buy an external temperature probe that will record on paper what the temperature is. Few hoops to jump through when it comes to hot process in this country. Not impossible, but honestly, it's probably easier to go the cold process or commercial process route. So thank you for dropping in a question, Sean. And look, if you've got a question out there, we'd love to be able to help you with it. Send it in to us, leave a comment down below. Any topic, any subject, any problem, we can solve it for you with the good help of all of our sponsors, Carpigiani being this video sponsor. Again, their link is down below. And look, that's about it. It's been a little while, but I haven't forgotten. Keep on scooping. See you in the next video.